Tribes of Midgard is the PlayStation Plus free game for May, a fantastic Viking roguelike survival experience. You'll be playing with up to 10 players. You can crossplay between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, but you won't be able to crossplay between PC and console. It is an online only game. You can't play this offline, so you will need PlayStation Plus. So it is up to 10 player session based gameplay, although you can play it solo, and there is another game mode, survival, which is pretty much endless mode, although they are revamping it, adding true survival in the coming months. So what kind of game is it to play? Well, you of course are a Viking. You'll be able to choose a certain class as you progress through the game, and then unlock brand new items, weapons and armors, as well as gathering lots of resources to defend your village at night from Hellthings, Jotun, and eventually take on a saga boss. The object of the game is to stop your tree, your Yggdrasil tree of life, from being destroyed. It's got a health pool that you have to protect, and it's up to you to stop the Hellthings from attacking it. During the day, you'll be gathering resources, exploring the procedurally generated map, and hoping to get enough to craft OP weapons and armors. There are 8 classes to choose from, although some of them are locked behind certain challenges within the game. Typical things like Ranger, Warrior, Hunter class, as well as Sentinel and Guardian, and some of these are really a big deal if you can unlock them. Each either complementing each other if you're playing with friends, or maybe some better suited solo. I have more detailed fresh guides, or go and check out the older ones, but you're running around gathering resources, hunting wildlife, getting more important upgrades, and basically increasing your levels. You basically get experience that goes towards blessings, and with these blessings you can go and upgrade your character to get special perks and buffs. Eventually, when you get enough time, you should be able to then go and take on the saga boss. In Season 1, when Tribes of Midgard launched, this was a giant wolf Fenrir. And in Season 2, back in December, it was Jormungandr the Serpent. You can actually choose which saga boss you want to take on. This is done at one of the notice boards in game. Tribes of Midgard's main focus is that, and that's what the saga mode is. We do have obviously the tutorial, and you've got what they've called survival mode, although there is going to be a massive tweak and adjustment to this in the future. The survival mode at the moment though is pretty much to last as long as you can. You won't have a saga boss fight to contend with, but every few days the Jotun, the giants, will come and they'll get stronger, bigger and badder. The nights will grow colder, and it does become a real challenge to get to 100 days where there's a special achievement or trophy for it. You can make this game mode a lot easier or harder depending on your experience, and you are able to play solo. You don't have to matchmake in this mode, although you can play solo in the saga mode if you want as well. It's definitely recommended to try the tutorial out and then maybe jump into a matchmaking or solo play. But if you want to experience some mechanics of the game a little bit easier, then it's worth playing around with these sliders. And of course, if you find it easy, you can go ahead and increase the difficulty and get even more XP rewards. For sure, make it easier though if you find in the main game a bit of a challenge. To change everything from the size of the map, how much health your tree will lose, how much resources there are, the creature difficulty, the healthing difficulty, the Jotun, as well as whether or not you get a heads up about where the Jotun is going to come from. You can also choose whether or not you're only going to lose certain items when you die. So it's definitely worth giving this a try if you find in the regular game modes a little bit difficult. And there's no doubt about it, the saga mode is a challenge. Once the tree of life is destroyed, that's it. You have to start a brand new match and start from scratch. So to stop that happening, you're going to need to use the NPCs to buy all sorts of stuff like potions and elixirs that help in some of the more challenging environments and biomes, as well as the NPCs by upgrading them and helping you defend that tree of life. You'll also be able to craft resources to upgrade some of the farms nearby that will also generate resources for you, as well as unlock new weapons, upgrades, and obviously get new armors and shields. As you rank up and complete more saga modes, you'll gear up even more in terms of the rewards track that you see in the main menu and unlock better skins, weapons, and get extra runes. If you click on the rewards tab, you can see you've got a battle pass style system, but don't worry, you don't actually have to spend any money. This is all stuff that you'll earn for free as you progress through the saga. Saga seasons do last a good few months. In fact, they meant to have a mid-season refresh where they basically add a variant of the saga boss and add some new runes and maybe a few new weapons or armor. But they've decided to cancel the latest one and work more steadily on the survival update that's all going to come as part of season 3. So you've got plenty of time to work through this, but once the next season is here, if you haven't got to the max and unlocked everything, then you may lose the chance to get some of these items. There's no way to speed this up, as I said. It's literally all just stuff that you can earn in game. Although you do get some currency to spend on skins and stuff from the shop. So generally the shop has items that you can buy with your horns, not to mention different types of weapons, and these will be as part of the pool that you can craft or find in the game once you've unlocked them. A whole bunch of different accessories and runes that you can also get, so there's no pay to win. It's all done via game. The only real money you can spend is on cosmetic items like these. You can also go ahead and get different dyes to customise your character, which you go ahead and do in the customise section. In the progress bar, this is where you can keep track of the classes you've unlocked and also what they may offer, the recipes you've got, and a journal that help you work out what stuff is in the game. You also get to see the challenges and where you can claim any rewards that you've got while playing. The challenges will unlock the classes, as you can see. The last thing to note is that you can buy starter kits or earn them while you're playing, and these can help a massive amount. If you're playing with your friends, you can choose to do a certain role, like have combat ready to go and explore, maybe start off with a bunch of resources to get that farm up and running quicker, or just have tools ready to start harvesting. There's a bunch of pets and cosmetic items you'll also earn or equip, and you can even change the look of your loot chest. You can apply your cosmetic skins to pretty much every weapon in the game, so if you want to go bling out, you can do so. Do make sure you check out the runes. This is where you can work out what way to unlock certain other ones. So some can only be unlocked in the shop with the golden horns, and some are challenge rewards. Absolutely, it is worth spending golden horns on starter packs. Some of these can really help out, and don't forget that the runes don't automatically come equipped. It just means that you have a chance to find them when you go out and explore. Last few things to mention is that within Season 2 they did introduce the mechanic of swimming, so you won't no longer die when you jump into the water. So if you're confused, if you're watching an older guide, they've improved that. And there is a big emphasis on building, especially in crafting your own shipyards. You're going to need this to find the sea serpent's lair. You're going to be able to craft small, medium and large ships once you get to a Ashlands beach. This was a major twist and a big departure from the first saga boss. Remember, the map is procedurally generated as well, so no run is ever going to be the same. And Season 2 did add a variety and a whole bunch more creatures and mobs to face and take on. So do remember, again, depending on what saga mode you've taken on, you may need to completely ignore the ships if you're doing the Fenrir one. Otherwise, yes, pay attention to see where you can go and build your own boat. I'll have a specific guide on how to build the boats and ships coming in very soon. And just to finish off about what's planned for the future, in the coming months they're going to have a big survival update that will truly make the survival mode a survival mode. No longer would you have to worry about giants coming to destroy your village. You'll be able to place your camps anywhere and build actual proper bases. With the building in the game at the moment limited to just setting up base defences or to help you get across certain pieces of terrain. No news yet on the release date for this, but I'm going to keep you guys in the loop as this is one of the biggest features I'm looking forward to. Join the devs Discord to keep up to date with all the stuff that's been showed off and look out for future content and updates like these. And for yes, those big fisher peoples, it's coming. You're going to be able to put your rod into some ponds. I gave Tribes of Midgard a fairly decent review when it came out. I enjoyed big aspects of it. I liked the fact it wasn't too grindy like most survival games, but it still had some of them core elements as well as some RPG stuff and obviously that roguelike element too. They've made a massive amount of improvements and lots of balancing changes to make the game a little bit more accessible, as it was very hard, although it's still kind of set in its ways in completing it in a certain way. If you do want to complete the saga mode, especially solo, you have to follow exactly the same kind of steps. But once the brand new survival mode is here, I'm sure that's going to open up and allow a lot more players to take the game at a bit more leisurely pace. So like I said, check out my old guides, look out for some fresh ones and let me know how you're enjoying it. I should be live streaming this a few days as well this week, and I'll hopefully see you in Midgard. Bye bye.